It's my 7th week in China, and while I'm still enjoying all the wonderful food and the wonderful people and doing a pretty good job at my job, the trip has been largely overshadowed by my anxiety. So I've spent most of this week trying to get to the bottom of what's causing it and how to deal with it. So if you've ever addressed your own anxiety, I'd love to hear your thoughts, and if you figured out the root cause, please share your thoughts and your journey in the comments section. I have been suffering from anxiety most of my adult life, and I don't think any one thing caused it. Being in a bad marriage was when it was at its worst, and it got much better after the divorce. And then being in a bad car accident gave me driving anxiety, but I've mostly resolved that. And now what I've got is just this general anxiety that seems to be linked to my digestion because it is almost always triggered by digestive problems. But I can't tell if it's the anxiety causing the IBS or if I've got a bigger problem, a digestive issue causing the anxiety. So I decided a good place to start would be to go through every potential cause of anxiety and analyze each one. And I've decided to share this journey online to see if anyone can relate or if maybe I can help someone in the future. So here are some potential causes. I'm very interested in looking into the genetics because my brother has all of the same symptoms and his are also digestive, so if we can't figure out the digestive issues, I'm going to look into the neurochemical imbalances, but both of us don't struggle much with chronic stress or trauma, so I don't think it's either of those problems. I'm going to visit a doctor soon to rule out thyroid issues and other imbalances, and then some of these more minor causes I think are just a result of the anxiety, like the sleep issues, and there's no substance abuse on my end. I've been avoiding alcohol and caffeine because they definitely trigger it. Strange things I've noticed is being around people helps my anxiety. It doesn't make it worse because a lot of people think it's just being in crowds. But I definitely plan on going to a therapist and possibly getting cognitive behavioral therapy to rule out some of these other issues. But when I visit the doctor, I want to look into dietary problems as well as hormonal issues. Now, this is a very comprehensive list, so I'm not going to go over each and every one of these, but a lot of them are external. And I'm not convinced that my problems are external because my life is good, my relationships are good, my job is really nice, and I've just got a really great support network. So if it's not genetic and it's not a digestive issue, I guess it could be a neurochemical issue. And of course, common sense advice like avoiding caffeine and alcohol, these things definitely help. Getting off social media definitely helped, but none of it ever gets to the root cause of it, which is what I want to figure out. So if you went through this journey and you found there to be a root cause, I would love to hear about it and hear about any tests you've done or what you've gone through or what you've figured out and what has worked and what hasn't worked. Now, because much of my anxiety seems to be linked to my digestion, I've made an appointment with a gastroenterologist to rule that out first, and I'm hoping to get some tests to see if I might have SIBO or dysbiosis or possibly a thyroid issue, and I'm hoping I can conduct some of these other tests, and I've recently heard about a gene mutation that makes digestion harder and causes anxiety. They can do a blood test to check your homocysteine levels. So this is some of what I'm hoping to rule out. Now, I have tried so many different remedies, including yoga and meditation, and I've gone to therapy, and I had hydroxyzine, and I even did Chinese traditional medicine. They gave me these herbal teas and some different things to help with digestion. I also gave acupuncture a try. I've learned how to do box breathing. Getting more exercise has certainly helped a lot. Staying off social media, avoiding caffeine, avoiding alcohol. I mean, I feel like I've tried almost everything except for SSRIs, which I'm kind of reluctant to try, but I'm at this point, I'll try anything because all these natural remedies, I feel like they help in a small way. They help me cope, but I'm not convinced that they address the root cause. So if you have tried something that you feel like really helped, please share it in the comments section. And thank you so much for listening to my anxiety journey. I hope I can get it sorted out. And if you suffer, I hope you can find relief too.